Hey guys, welcome back to another speed build. This is going to be a long one. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to make it through this whole speed build, but I usually try to keep my videos a bit short because they're speed builds, right? So I want the as short as possible videos, but this one I couldn't hold back because I really enjoyed building this, and I kind of enjoyed watching this back, so hopefully you guys will like it too. If you guys didn't know, in case you guys didn't read the title, I'm building a modern base game mansion. Yes, modern base game mansion. The key part is that it's base game, so that was something I was able to pull off, surprisingly, because I just like using packs sometimes. But today I wanted to make this build accessible for everybody, because I know not everybody has 15 million packs. Same here, so I thought, just why not make a base game build? I haven't done so in a while, and yeah. Anyways, on a side note, I also did make a what would you call it, an intro, I guess, and it's my first time making an intro, so I don't know if you guys could tell, but it's very simple. That's pretty much it, but I'm super proud of it. That's something I just had to mention. But back to the build, because this is going to be the subject for the next 10-15 minutes. You guys can see me start off with the shape, and the shape basically is very, very, very simple. No, it's not simple. I take that back. It's an interesting shape. I didn't look at any inspiration or anything. I suck at modern houses. I can't really build anything in The Sims, but I'm trying. So, yeah. Anyways, the house overall came together fairly easily, I guess. Even though I kind of suck, I kind of had an idea where I wanted to put everything, and I kind of just improvised from there on. I knew I wanted to have a pool at the front. It was just because I just thought it added some color, and it was just cool, and yeah. So also, I kind of lied now taking it back. I did see a video made by Mr. Oakland a while back, and he made it a base game modern mansion, and I was like, I have to try to do that. So I guess I kind of did lie. I kind of got the idea from Mr. Oakland, although I never watched his videos, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, going back to the build, I wanted to basically incorporate as much wood, whites, blacks, and concrete as possible. I used a lot of platforms in this house, especially on the interior as well, which is something I don't usually do, because platforms are so they're problematic for me, in my opinion. Maybe I just don't know how to use it, but I barely use platforms. From the beginning, from the start, when we first got them in a new base game update, I thought they were super cool. I was super hyped. Everybody seemed excited for it, but then once after a week or two, it kind of died down, and I kind of forgot about platforms, because they were just kind of problematic. When you tried to put them in a room, all the walls go down and everything, and there's levels and all that stuff you have to deal with. So yeah, now I'm just rambling about platforms and how annoying they are sometimes, but nonetheless, I still managed to make them work in this build, and especially with the roofing and stuff. I really did enjoy the lack of using the actual roofing tools. Sometimes those can get annoying for me to use if I use them too much, so I'm really glad I use no roofing at all instead, and just all platforms. It just made this build look very leveled, in different it looked different. That's all I'm gonna say. Till my other builds. Anyways, we move on to the interior. As you guys can see, I skipped the whole floor planning, the whole wallpaper, the flooring, whatever. I just figured that would have probably made this video an hour long, because that part took me the longest to do, especially since I used a lot of platforms. Like I said, I didn't really know what color palette I wanted to use either, so yeah, I ended up just kind of cutting everything out, and I figured it's just better, it's easier on the eyes to watch, because trust me with it wasn't pretty at all. So yeah, but you guys can see me first start off with the kitchen. I did enjoy making this like open layout concept type of floor plan, I guess you'd call it. I'm not the best, as you guys would know, making floor plans. I kind of suck at it, and yeah, I end up cramming a bunch of rooms into a corner or something like that. So yeah, anyways, here's the kitchen. I basically went with a very gray colorless tone because why not? I did go with like, I did wanted to add some blue and stuff in the dining area, but this is technically the main dining area and kitchen. I didn't have a formal dining space, which is something I do regret not having in this build, but this is basically where your Sims would have to go and eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, have guests over. It's not super big, so I imagined like a smaller family would live here, like one of those like small rich families. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, you guys saw me put some CC, well, no, not CC, gallery art earlier, and if you guys didn't know, you guys could just search up like just art, I guess, on the gallery, and there's so many people that post like art that's not CC, so you could definitely download this build and the art will come out with it. It's just, I really like the art, especially since I was making a modern type of build. You kind of want to have more modern like art pieces, and The Sims 4, they're pretty known for not having a lot of artwork, just period. Especially since I was using only Basegame, I was definitely going to need the help of the gallery to spice my build up, I guess you'd call it. Here you guys can see me work on the main area bar, I guess. Now, I don't know why I decided to add a bar. Maybe it was just because I was running out of ideas on what to put, but I added a bar. Especially like immediately when I put the bar, like my head just completely switched to like classy, rich Sims that probably lived here. And yeah, that's probably the best type of Sims that could live here. Obviously, you could get this build and renovate it to your heart's content, to whatever family you want. I know a lot of people like to do family gameplay and stuff. I am guilty of that as well, but then they kind of end up getting boring. So I like to play like with classy, scandalous, rich people who have like 15,000 plastic surgeries, and you know, just living the rich life. Okay, I'm not rich, so you know, The Sims is the closest thing I can get to living that rich, spicy lifestyle with the motherload sheet. And yeah, anyways, I do apologize if you guys do hear sounds in the background. You guys probably don't, but I'm just gonna apologize anyways because I'm kind of like running out of things to say. There are cars outside. Just if you guys didn't know, there are cars outside that make that noise, that car sound. So anyways, I go back and add some more gallery art, like you guys can see. I do forget to mention that there are a lot of gallery art in this build. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. I just can't use the base game arts, the art pieces, because they don't look okay. So so this build is pretty much like 80 to 90% gallery art, which is totally cool in my opinion. Here you guys can see me start on the office area. This is the only office in the whole house, I guess. I'm pretty sure it's normal to only have one office, even if you're rich. But yeah, so I also did use a lot of tool mod in this, and oh my goodness, I know I'm like super late to this, but the tool mod had an update where you get to like, you don't need a sim on the lot to be able to enable tool, because usually tool is only, you're only able to use it with like a sim on the lot, but now you can use it in the build mode. And as a builder, and all my fellow builders out there, you guys like would know how much of a lifesaver that is, because it's really something that better my building one. Yeah, just made my life so much easier. So I'm like so glad that Twisted Mexi, the creator of Toolmod, basically added that feature, because I know it helped so many different builders, and I'm just like, honestly, it's just amazing. Anyways, so here you guys can see me carry on with adding more gallery art, because this build is like almost like 90% gallery art. Also, I did add a lot of like modern, like funky type of furniture. I know that The Sims have these like, I feel like in the base game, The Sims have these like different types of furniture genres, I guess you'd call it, because I know there's like, if you only have the base game, you know there's like old fashioned type of furniture with like wooden drawers and wooden chairs, and like they furniture that basically look like they came from the 1800 era or whatever. And then there's also funky modern furniture, which I used a lot of in this build, and I don't know where, like, how those two furniture, I guess, connects, but yeah, it's very interesting to take a relook at the Sims base game catalog and just see all the furniture and types that they have. I really do think that they should collaborate more with the custom content creators, because when we got that update with regarding the what you call it, like the base new base game items created by all the custom content creators, it was honestly a lifesaver, but I feel like there's not enough. That's my only problem, because now that there are like only a couple furnitures added by like Peacemaker and Hey Harry, and I'm not gonna remember all of them, but regarding those, I feel like there's not enough furniture, because there's only like a chair, a table, and that's it. And then you could kind of mix and match the furniture, I guess, but I feel like there needs to be more of Hey Harry's furniture and more Peacemaker's furniture, because I honestly love their CC. I use it all the time, especially in builds like these. I just really like it. It just doesn't match the whole vibe of the other base game furniture that The Sims originally added. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I came up with while building this. I just realized a bunch of things that I hadn't before with the base game, because I usually like to mix around with packs, as I'm pretty sure a lot of us like to do. Yeah. So, anyways, I think I'd like to say that my building for base game has like drastically improved. I'm pretty sure all of us can like kind of relate once we kind of get the gist of building, spending like $100, just a lot of money on packs, and then building around playing with those packs by EA for like a good couple months before you could return back to base game and be like, oh yeah, this looks good, I could totally use that. I'm not sure if any of you guys are getting my ramble, but quick side note here while I'm building this, as you guys can see here, if any of you guys recognize this, but I use those like nightstands with this bed, and I do realize that they aren't base game, and I don't worry, I do go back and change that. It's just that I kind of like sat through this whole build, like I built this like in 2 sittings or something like that, I don't know, in multiple sittings, so I kind of got mixed up with my filters and everything, so not to worry, I completely went back and changed that nightstand that came from Vintage Glamour with a base game one. So hopefully this whole build is totally base game. I did have some there are times that I kind of screwed up and realized that I can't use some of these furnitures because they're not part of base game and blah blah blah. But yeah, anyways, here you guys can see me finish up like the 2 bedrooms that are here. I do wish I added more bedrooms. That's the thing. Like, I always hate when builds are like on such a huge lot and they only have like 2 bedrooms. That being said, I just became a hypocrite, because that's exactly what I did in this build. But I was something you called lazy. I was lazy, okay? But I probably could have added more bedrooms if I really tried, but this is mainly for like I like to call it like an adult home, I guess. This is like for maybe for your like sim bachelors or something, or just like maybe a couple perhaps who like to party a lot and they're not in the stage of having a family and settling down. I'm not sure. Like I said before, you could totally download this off the gallery and play around to your heart's content. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I find a lot that's what I find myself doing a lot of times. Like 95% of my games that I play with in The Sims are families, and I have a problem with that because it's not that I like adding children, I guess you'd call it, but I just like decorating kids' room, and I have a problem with that because it just all my kids' rooms end up looking the same. So this build was kind of a nice break from like not decorating a kid's bedroom because I have a problem with that, as well as making too many shorts. By the way, if you guys have been watching my shorts lately and giving them a thumbs up, I really do appreciate you. You're awesome, because that's what my newfound hobby right now is, making realistic sim cast shorts. Don't ask me why. I just like downloading a lot of CC skin details and adding them on my Sims and trying to make them look as realistic as possible. I don't know, it's totally random because I like to consider myself more as a builder, not a professional one, neither a good one, just an average builder. So these cast shorts came out of nowhere. But if you haven't seen them yet and you made it this far down to the video, you may as well go check them out because yeah, they're fun to make and I really do enjoy them. And I try to upload daily shorts because I know I cannot upload daily videos. So hopefully if you guys do like just me rambling, well, if you guys don't like me rambling in my videos for like 15 minutes, watching my shorts will be such a good break because I don't talk in that and it's only like 40 minutes. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy me and this voiceover, did enjoy watching me build this house. You could totally download this on the gallery. And yeah, so if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.